Emotional dependency in relationships can be a difficult topic. It's important to approach it with kindness and understanding. At its core, emotional dependency is when we rely too heavily on another person for our sense of self-worth and happiness. It's like looking outside of ourselves for validation and security. We all crave connection, but when our well-being becomes overly intertwined with another person's, it can create an imbalance. This doesn't mean we shouldn't need or depend on our loved ones. Healthy relationships involve mutual support and care. However, emotional dependency goes a step further. It's about feeling incomplete or lost without the other person's constant reassurance and presence. It's easy to see how emotional dependency can develop. We're naturally drawn to people who make us feel safe and loved. But if we haven't learned to cultivate those feelings within ourselves, we might seek them excessively from others. This can lead to unhealthy attachments and a fear of being alone. Remember, recognizing emotional dependency in ourselves or our relationships isn't about placing blame. It's about taking a courageous step toward understanding and growth. By learning to identify the signs and address the underlying causes, we can move towards healthier and more fulfilling connections. Emotional dependency can manifest in various ways. Recognizing the signs in ourselves and our relationships is the first step towards addressing it. One common sign is an overwhelming need for approval and reassurance from a partner. This might look like constantly seeking validation for our choices or feeling insecure without constant compliments. Another red flag is an inability to make decisions independently, always deferring to our partner's opinions and desires. This can stem from a lack of self-trust and a fear of making the wrong choice. Difficulty expressing our needs and setting boundaries is another indicator of emotional dependency. We might prioritize our partner's needs above our own, fearing conflict or rejection. This can lead to resentment and an erosion of our sense of self. It's also important to pay attention to how we react to our partner's actions and emotions. If their mood dictates our own, or if we feel constantly responsible for their happiness, it might be a sign of codependency. Remember, recognizing these signs is not about judgment. It's about fostering awareness and creating a space for healing and growth. Emotional dependency can have a profound impact on our personal growth and the health of our relationships. When we rely too heavily on another person for our well-being, we limit our ability to develop our own identities and pursue our passions. We might shy away from new experiences or opportunities for fear of disrupting the dynamic of the relationship. This can lead to feelings of stagnation and resentment, both within ourselves and towards our partners. In relationships, emotional dependency can create an imbalance of power, with one person feeling suffocated and the other feeling overwhelmed. It can also foster insecurity and jealousy, as the dependent partner might constantly seek reassurance and validation. This dynamic can lead to communication breakdowns, conflicts, and a loss of intimacy. It's important to remember that healthy relationships thrive on mutual respect, trust, and the freedom to grow both individually and together. By addressing emotional dependency, we create the space for a more balanced and fulfilling connection. Building healthier relationships starts with self-reflection and a commitment to personal growth. Begin by exploring the root causes of your emotional dependency. Were there experiences in your past that led you to believe you weren't worthy of love or security unless you relied on someone else? Therapy or journaling can be powerful tools for unpacking these experiences and developing self-compassion. As you gain a deeper understanding of yourself, focus on building your self-esteem. Engage in activities that bring you joy and make you feel confident. Cultivate hobbies, nurture your talents, and celebrate your accomplishments. Learning to value and appreciate yourself will naturally attract healthier relationships into your life. Remember, building healthy connections takes time and effort. Be patient with yourself and celebrate every step you take towards greater independence and self-love. You are worthy of love, and by investing in your own well-being, you open yourself up to the possibility of deep and fulfilling relationships.